What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Hi, hello. Happy whatever day of the week it is for you. I'm in the hallway and it is a weekend for me, okay? And you know what we're doing? We're doing a little Starbucks mukbang chit chat. Is it even mukbang? Is that even the correct term? I don't know, but moral of the story. So we're gonna go to Starbucks and we're gonna get a pumpkin spice latte Americano. So really just pumpkin sauce Americano. And a little snackies, and we're gonna sit and chit chat and I'll answer some questions and hang out with ya, okay? I love watching mukbangs, so I just figured, why not make one? Basically, you just chat while you're eating. It sounds weird, I swear it's not. But let's go get in the car. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and let's get started. Favorite new song right now. I found it yesterday on iTunes. Top hits, Dancing in the Moonlight. What a fun, upbeat, like jazzy with it. I just realized that I can't turn into the Starbucks. So in California, I'm at a stoplight, don't worry. So in California, there is like no drive-thrus. That's not a thing here. People do not value their coffee enough. If anything, it's like going to be like a coffee date. They're gonna go and enjoy their coffee. Well, I'm from Seattle and we need coffee 24/7, which means we need coffee even when we're in our car. So there's a lot of drive-thrus. So I drove out of my way to go to this new Starbucks drive-thru. Let's see if it's open. Behold, she's open and she's here to play. All right, let's start it. We're waiting in the drive-thru, and I'm really hoping my camera doesn't fall as I drive. So I'm gonna hold you just in case, but let me tell you what is on our agenda. Okay, game changer, guys. I used to work at Starbucks. Y'all know this if you're an OG. If not, hi, hello, welcome to the channel. Back when I worked at Starbucks, I liked pumpkin spice lattes, but it was so sugary and so much milk for me. So I started doing Americanos. That is literally shots of coffee with water. So instead of doing a latte is all milk and shots, instead they do the Americano with shots and water. Catching my drift? So anyways, for the Americanos, I would just do the pumpkin spice like sauce. I think they call it pumpkin sauce. And I think they usually do 4 pumps and I do 3 pumps instead to make it not as sweet. And then I add cream, and the cream makes it so creamy it tastes like a latte without all the other hoopla in it, okay? There's no weird mix on it. There's no whipped cream. I love whipped cream too, but it kind of hurts my stomach, so I try not to get it as much. So we're gonna get that, all right? And then I thought about doing a pumpkin scone for fall's sake. But I had acai this morning and I'm sugared like wired. So we're gonna do a spinach feta wrap, but that's what I called it when I worked. We're next. Holla at you, dollar.
Can I please do a grande iced Americano?
Okay.
With 3 pumps of the pumpkin sauce.
Gotcha.
And then cream.
Sounds good.
And could I have it light ice, please? And then could I also get a grande water with no ice, please?
For sure.
And then do you guys have your spinach feta wraps?
Yeah, I do.
Perfect. Can I have one, please? All right, that's it.
Cool, it's $8 even.
Awesome, thank you.
Let's party, friend. Fun fact, I worked at 3 different Starbuckses, okay? I first got hired on at a Starbucks, my seat warmer's on and my butt is on fire. So anyways, I worked at a Starbucks. I got hired on my senior year of high school because my parents were like, you need a job if you're not gonna do club volleyball. I was like, you know, I don't really want to play in college, so let's see what this work life is about. So I get a job at Starbucks. The manager was literally the most evil person. And I went off to college and I was like, I don't know if I want to have a job because I'm going to college. So there's only one Starbucks in our town at college at Washington State University, okay? Shout out Pullman peeps. So one Starbucks. So I actually moved to San Diego for a summer and I worked in downtown La Jolla at a Starbucks, and that manager was awesome. I loved her. She was like such a sweetheart. Pause this story.
Like talking into it.
No, you're good, don't worry.
There you are.
Thank you, have a good day.
You too.
Uno Momento and Whip It. Name that movie. All right, cool. Let's chill. There was like a very odd security guard, so I felt kind of awkward with her staring at me. Pumpkin spice latte Americano. Pumpkin spice Americano, I need to stop saying that. Shout out my friend Haley. She loves it too. That's good. That's good. So I got the water because Coffee makes you dehydrated, all right? Where were we in our storyline? Let's get some hand sanitizer out first. Trader Joe's. All right. Anyways, as I was saying, I worked at La Jolla for a summer, and that was it. And then I moved back to Washington, came back the next summer before I finished my senior year of college, and was like, I need a job. So my little cousin, Skylar, she worked at a Starbucks only drive-thru. Only drive-thru. It was literally, I kid you not, guys, like a metal little box, and the people there were so strange. It was in where I grew up in Kent, and it was the weirdest drive-thru. The strangest people were there. I learned a lot about some other people I didn't want to know. But I got to work with my cousin, and I loved working with her. So that's the story of my Starbucks experience. Thanks for coming to town and talking to me about it. We're waiting for the spinny feta wrap. If you guys have never had this, it's delicious. Wrap with like white eggs and spinach and tomatoes, and it's phenomenal. And feta, of course. Let's dive into some of these questions, okay? Scroll down yonder. Creepy men on the commenting. Hate that for me. How much cardio do you do each week? Elise, this is a great question. I am a cardio junkie. I've always loved cardio. My body needs cardio as well to stay lean. I would be lying to you if I just said I just lifted weights and this is how I look. I do a lot of cardio. I do a lot of high intensity interval trainings. I love to run personally. I love cardio. I'm not saying it's for everyone. I'm not saying it's the only way to lose weight. No, guys, don't take it out of context. I'm just saying that I actually do a lot of cardio. So I try to do cardio in each session that I do. If I'm doing lower body, it'll be more of a low steady state type of cardio. So that's something that isn't going to get my heart rate moving too much. 3 days out of the week, I do a high intensity cardio for maybe 30 minutes. Lola said, how can I manage eating healthy while cooking easy and fast meal prep? I'm a college student and I'm struggling a bit with that. I totally understand it. I was not the healthiest eater in college. I went from having my mom cook me all these meals, my dad cook, to me having to fend for myself, option as a freshman for the dorm food, and then my sophomore year, I lived in a sorority. What's it like to live in a sorority? Basically, at my sorority, I was an Alpha Gamma Delta. We lived in this huge mansion, and there's about 60 of us that live in it. We have day rooms. I feel like people are always interested to hear like what a sorority's like. So anyways, we had day rooms, and you shared that with like 2 other people. Depending on how big the rooms are, that's where you would keep all of your clothes. Everything you owned was in your day room, but you didn't sleep in the room. No. But we were notorious for getting dog beds. Like we would literally go to Walmart and buy dog bed, and that was like our lounge around in our day rooms, which is so funny because there wasn't enough space for like a couch in the day room. Oh gosh, the security guard is literally coming to me right now. Ma'am, it's next to a bank, next to a Chase bank. I'm a Chase owner, okay? I use Chase. Yeah, we had a couple TV rooms, we had a kitchen, we had a study room, we had this teacup room where there was all these teacups, but we could also study in that, and we had like a lounge area the boys could go in, and we had a roto. I'm kid you not, I'll show you a picture of a roto. I'll show you our roto, okay? It was notorious, and it was like this ugly color, but like we'd all get together and hang out on the roto. Where did we live, you ask? Well, this place was about like 5 floors, okay? We like slept in this big attic, and like you could either have a bunk bed or an individual bed. If you were older, you got an individual bed. Right after my sophomore year, I was like completely clueless on how to make food for myself, because when I lived in the sorority, we had a cook. We also had houseboys that also cooked. They basically were these frat guys that just worked in the kitchen and would help the main cook with our meals. So I really didn't know how to cook for myself, period, and I had to learn all on my own. My senior year, I got really good at cooking, and a lot of people think it's so expensive to eat healthy. It's really not. Look at the price of a vegetable. I promise you it's really not that expensive. You just have to get creative. So what your frozen pizza was costing, you could probably make a couple meals with vegetables or fruits or poultry or eggs. Like, they're really not that expensive. I think there's just a stigmatism to eating healthy is like super overpriced, where yeah, maybe if it's like a vegan based sausage, that might be a little more expensive, but like there's ways around it. You could just eat more of a whole foods, clean kind of diet where it's truly like fruits, vegetables, meats, whatever you really want. So I would suggest the easiest thing to do is meal prep and grocery shop on like a Sunday before class. Look on Pinterest for like healthy ideas that you want, that you know you can meal prep. I know a lot of people like, I don't have time for this. I promise you, if you have time to go to Willie's party, then you have time to meal prep.
Do you mind if I park here? Is it okay if I just park here? Okay, I was just making sure. Thank you.
Checked with the security guard. She gave me a thumbs up. How uncomfortable. How did you deal with insecurities about your body or social media? I don't really know what that means. Like maybe it goes hand in hand on like, do I get insecure with social media? Absolutely. There are some gnarly trolls, okay, that come at you, like the trolls from Harry Potter, and will say things about you, and you just honestly have to say, hey, I know who I am, and that's all that matters. And I know it's hard, but like reacting to anybody like that is just, you're going just as low as them. Be the bigger person. But I would be lying if I didn't say I have insecurities from social media, because when you put your life out on public so much, hate isn't gonna hate. They're gonna come at you. You could literally blink wrong and people will have something to say about you. Again, I've talked about this in my videos. I don't think people talk about this very often, and they tend to only show you the positive sides, which I absolutely love and I totally agree with, but I also want to be realistic that people see things in general. So next time, if you have something not nice to say to someone, maybe just don't comment it, just leave it, you know, because it doesn't help. They're probably gonna see it regardless, or someone's gonna see it and it's gonna hurt someone's feelings, and why would you stoop that low? Like, I just don't respect people that do that at all. When it comes to insecurities with my body, absolutely as well. That is something so normal. I have always had insecurities about my lower body. I have cellulite. I have larger legs than my upper half. Things like that were always my insecurities growing up. I've really learned to embrace them and love them and accept them, but it doesn't mean on a bad day I feel something towards them. So just know you're not alone. You could literally be like Jennifer Aniston, and I bet you she still has insecurities. It's impossible not to. Anyone that says they don't definitely does. And I think a great step is even just acknowledging it and saying, yeah, I do have insecurities and that's okay, but how can I learn to love them and accept them and try to better myself regardless? Advice on how to grow on your Instagram account. Well, pretty little ladies, let's eat some spinny feta wrap for this one. I didn't get a napkin. Okay, I used to eat these all the time when I worked there. Sweet, savory. I'm not mad. When I like food, I dance. How to grow on Instagram. So I get a lot of this, okay? There is no like right or wrong answer. When people ask me, I don't really know how to answer. It's more, the best advice that I could say is be consistent with your uploads. Post consistently. No one likes to be ghosted in general, so why would you want an account ghosting you? So just post daily. I think that's really important, is to keep up with your page and value it. And then also, you have to be completely yourself. If you're trying to act like someone else, they're gonna see through that and no one's gonna like that. There's already X, Y, and Z out there. You need to be yourself. You need to be genuine. You also need to do it for the right reasons, because people also see through that. Because at the end of the day, this is going to be a hobby and a passion for you. If you're not actually passionate about it, you're going to burn out. Also, a great way to meet people that are like-minded on Instagram is through hashtags. I love hashtags. I will literally follow the Savvy Run Club hashtag just so I can see people that also like to run. Include hashtags on your photos. That way people can find you as well. That way you can meet a like-minded community. You can start making friends that way. That's how I started making friends, was literally through hashtags of #Gymshark. Things like that. There's so many options now. What do we take away from this? Be genuine and authentic. Make sure it's actually your passion. Use hashtags and post consistently. I cannot stress those 4 things enough. It may seem hard to grow at first. I totally understand that. It will pay off in the end if you are preaching a great message or you are helping women. I promise you it'll pay off, but you shouldn't really look at it as only a numbers game. How involved are your friends on it? How involved are your followers on it? They're your friends as well. Like, that's what really matters to me, is my community. It doesn't matter the number. It matters the community. So I hope that helps. There's no cheating in the system. There's no weird app you use. My question is, what got you into working out? I guess I've never like fully addressed that before. What got me really into working out was I wasn't happy with myself, and it wasn't just a physical aspect, it was also mentally. I was just always bad about myself, always being like, I'll go to the gym, I'll do this, I'll better myself this way, and I never actually executed it. I was always someone that spoke I would do something and I never followed through, and I felt like I was notorious in my mind for even knowing I did that. So I finally was like, I'm gonna follow through, I'm gonna learn something, and I'm gonna improve myself. I didn't have the intention of getting a sick body, bro. No, I didn't have any intention of any of that. I just wanted to better myself. I wanted to become happier, and with that I kind of stumbled into this huge passion and this love in creating my account, and now it's my job. How crazy. Someone said, I'd love to hear about how you became a Gymshark athlete. I don't know if I've addressed this yet on my channel. Well, Gymshark and we go way back. When I first started my fitness journey, I remember it was Taylor Chamberlain, love that gal, and I followed her forever, and I didn't have a fitness account or anything. I was just working on improving myself, and I watched her stuff. She was super knowledgeable. She has great educational videos and posts, and I remember I loved her outfit, and I literally commented, "Where's this from?" It said in the description, Savannah, and she was like, Gymshark. That was the first time I ever heard of them. So I was like, wow, I love their stuff. I'm gonna buy some of this and just wear it. Like, I'm not feeling the best in the gym. I'm gonna look the best in the gym though, because this is when I first started out. So Gymshark really was there the entire time of my fitness journey in California, which is so cool. And so then I just started posting my content with them, because that was really all I would wear much. It was my favorite brand to wear, and I loved the athletes, I respected them, so I just started posting my content in them. They started noticing that, so they'd either like my photo, kind of something like that. I think they reposted me on their page one time, so I could tell they were flirting back. They were giving me a little nudge, okay? I think it was September or November, I got invited to go to the Whitney Simmons pop-up event for her collection. I love Whitney. I have been an avid watcher for years, so of course I basically peed my pants, and I went. That's where I met one of my friends, Rachel. She's super cool. I'm sure you guys follow her as well. But I got to see all the Gymshark athletes. I met some of the management. I met Whitney herself, and I just was like, I love this community. I had such positive vibes. Everyone was so friendly. Sometimes when you go to influencer events in LA, they're not very friendly and they're very cliquey, and I didn't get that at all. So I loved it. I had a great time. After that, they reached out to me and said, hey, Sav, we'd love to work on a campaign with you. I was gonna help with the Black Friday summer sale in November. And so basically they paid me on it, but I promoted the Black Friday sale, and that was kind of our first date. Our first trial on like how we did together as a team. I had a blast. I continued to work with them on campaigns, so I'd promote certain things, but I wasn't officially Gymshark athlete. So stoked, could not imagine this could actually come true, because it was my dream to become a Gymshark athlete. And then I think it was March, they popped the question. I got 2 questions popped to this year, and I like literally jumped for joy and called like 20 of my friends, because I was so excited. I had always wanted to become a Gymshark athlete, and to this day I'm like, pinch me. I have nothing but positive things to say about working with the company. I love the managers that I work with. I think the community is incredibly loving. If I'm having a bad day, they'll literally reach out to me and ask like how I'm doing. So overall, that's how I became a Gymshark athlete. So if you guys are interested in not only becoming a Gymshark athlete, but really working with any company, that's how I became a PE Science athlete as well, was I posted using their product. They want to make sure that you love it as well, so that you're not just posting it to get likes or posting it to get sales. No, like you need to actually believe in the brand. So if you want any brand to work with you, you can't just imagine they're gonna pop out of the woodworks and start working with you. You have to show that you're interested in them as well. So whether it's a new brand, like maybe support them, purchase an outfit, start wearing it, see if you like it, do reviews. Like that's the best way to get seen with a company, is they want authentic people to enjoy their clothes, because if they don't, it shows. You know those companies that people wear and they only wear it because they're getting like a paid post or something. Like, you know those people. So don't be that person. So there's no trial. You don't have to look a certain way. You just have to be yourself and love the brand. That's the biggest takeaway. There is no cookie cutter thing for any kind of brand. Just be yourself and it'll show, and then it'll show that they want to work with you. What are your current fitness goals? I don't know. And I think that's okay to not know. I go through these phases. If you guys watch my YouTube, I'm usually like, we're gonna get shredded, or I'm gonna build a booty. And like, just right now, I feel like with everything going on in the world, I just want to maintain happiness. And I've talked about this before. And yeah, of course, I want to maintain my body. I feel the best in my state. I have no goals other than maybe work on progressively overloading on my lower body days, because I struggle with my leg days. So that's like a personal goal I have, but I'm not out here being like, I'm gonna lose 5 pounds, I'm gonna get a 6-pack. Like, yeah, the time will come one day when I get super excited to do another fitness goal. But right now, I'm enjoying the summer, I'm enjoying seeing my family, I'm enjoying hanging out with Michael, and I'm enjoying good food. I just want to maintain this physique, still work out, maintain my mental health. That's what's important to me right now. Your biggest achievement and biggest failure of your fitness journey so far. Man, that's a good one. Could you say like overall every everything. I don't know. Like, I just came so far because I used to always give up. I was that girl that was like, I'm going on a diet tomorrow, and then I'm working out 10 days in a row, and then I'd burn out, and then I would never do anything. So my biggest achievement was being able to alter my body and change my body. Man down, feta down, reach a goal, because I was never able to do that with my body before, because I would always burn out or quit. And this is my physique from what I really changed, and it slowly progressed. Like, you can see like the progression, but that was probably my biggest achievement. And maybe one of my failures would be, I get really stubborn in my beliefs sometimes, and if I plateau, I'm like, keep at it, and it'll work, because it's worked before. One of my biggest failures, I think, is not trying something new and not listening to my body and saying, hey, this isn't gonna work, so we need to reroute whatever you're trying to do to achieve this goal. So I guess stubbornness would be my biggest failure. Last question, all right, guys? One thing you would tell yourself at the start of your fitness journey now. That's a good question to end on. Patience equals progress, which will turn into results. I think my very first attempts with my fitness journey, I was not patient. I would like weigh myself day in and day out. I would constantly be looking in the mirror like, am I skinnier yet today? Things like that, where you literally have to be okay with this is a longer process. Like I've said before, nothing ever comes quick that's worth having, especially with your body. You have to respect your body, and you have to respect it takes time. And that was one of my biggest downfalls, because that's how I'd always give up. Because if I didn't see a change at the end of the week, I didn't lose 5 pounds, I was devastated, and I'd quit and be like, whatever, just give me the Taco Bell burrito. So I still love those burritos, let's be real. I've been chatting away. I didn't make a dent. Let me know if you guys like this kind of video, or just sit down and chat. Kind of nice having the gals date. Or guys. There's guys that watch this channel too. But it's nice to just kind of relax. The security guard finally left me alone after I just said, hey, I'm talking to a camera. Ma'am. But I hope you guys like this. Let me know if you want me to do another one of these. Because guys, there's more drive-thrus that I do, like Chick-fil-A. Anybody. But don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I will see you next time. Bye, fam.